Hey everybody, I don't know what it is about these pins. I don't know if you can really see, but they are don't focus on me, focus on them. Come on, you know you wanna. Anyway, they're a lot different than these plastic headed pins that are more in the center there. It's got some other kind of like almost not really waxy, but just a different coating that makes them so much easier to handle. So if I find any like these ones down here, these are so much easier. My hands don't slide over them as easily as they do the other ones. I thought I would give you guys an update. On the job situation, have applied to 6 different places now, 7, 8, something like that, and heard crickets, which for some of the places I applied to is not unheard of. Sometimes they will wait until the posting closes and then they'll whittle down the resumes to the ones that they want and go from there. One of the ones I got a little bit more information too. So I applied at the health authority here locally, and there were some oddities because when I went to the job fair, I talked to someone who works for the health authority and just kind of said, like, this doesn't really make any sense because you guys are hiring for unit clerks, but it says in the posting that you could be hired with the unit clerk training, or, and I quote, a combination of education, training, or experience. Every unit clerk posting says that, and the lady I was talking to argued with me and was like, no, I can tell you right now, none of them say that. I felt like saying, do you look at those postings that much? She was very wrong. It says that on every single one. And so I talked to a recruiter yesterday after talking to a lovely lady in HR. And the recruiter said that that's not true. And they will never hire with a combination of education, training, and experience. Because anyone who is in the union that's already in that position that did get the training, the proper, like the school, the actual, in this case, unit clerk, but it could be same thing for medical office assistant or any of the other many things that they need training for, which doesn't make sense because all of those positions are so easily taught, but I digress. He said it would be too easy for someone to grieve it. So if that person had already received the training and paid for it and whatever, and was in the position and they hired somebody who didn't have it, then they could grieve it through the union, and that hiring wouldn't be allowed. Sucks for people like me who can't really afford to go to school as much as I'd like to, but I chose not to take the unit clerk course I was going to because it was $5,000 and it was going to be covered by the BC student loans, which are 0% interest, hopefully forever, but currently, and have been for a number of years now. So really any school would be worth it, and maybe it might give me a little bit of time to, not work and spend some time studying and doing all the things I need to. This is way too bright. Is that better? No.
Now coming at you with proper audio, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. It's the first time using it. I don't know if it's any good. Want to say that I did not finish the last video. I just started playing with the lights and then it stopped. I don't know what happened. So what I wanted to finish saying was that the recruiter told me that there was no point in doing the unit clerk thing anymore because it's going the way of the dodo bird. Because they're going to make everything digital, and that a number of people are now responsible for doing their own documentation for. They're kind of taking over what the unit clerk used to do, which he was very careful to mention also comes with its own set of problems, which of course it does. And that, because of that, it wouldn't be worth taking the course. So I didn't. But then I remembered about an hour or so after I canceled all the school stuff that I probably still could have at least worked in the short term, and that maybe it wasn't the best idea to cancel it. But I did it anyway, and it's too late and I can't go back. So yeah. So the other thing that's happened is I applied at a bookstore. I had the interview today. This is the next day, so I'm just kind of sitting in a different spot and there's more stuff behind me and timeline continuity, not in this video. And she asked for references, which I thought was really odd because it's a bookstore. You're not going to pay me more than $18 an hour. Like, really? She wants them, so I'm going to try and find them. I think I've ridden the RCMP laurels for a little bit too long because most people see that and they're like, you're fine. And then they just hire me because I'll have to find some. I can do it. Anyway, that's all I got to tell you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.